Alright, hello Freedomizers, it's Nikki back with you. We're gonna try to rise above this dehumanization that seems to be running rampant across this globe of ours. So, hope y'all are having an awesome Saturday. I'm a little worn out and tired and having a bad day, but I'm here and I'm always up for spreading more information, so just bear with me today. Hopefully I won't be so out of it next week. Let's see. So, I guess I wanted to go through, what exactly is dehumanization. Because it's a term that's only recently really been out in, sort of the public. I wouldn't say mainstream, but I guess it automatically brings up the question is, what makes us human in the first place? How can we be dehumanized if we don't even really know what it means to be a human, what it means to be part of a great race. So, I'm actually got a dictionary out. Now, I know everybody says you can go online, blah, 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 but I have a problem with things being able to be changed like that, and I think we should have more books, personally, that in our own hands, just in case something does go wrong, we actually still have information. I tend to go to some sites when I'm getting information or learning things, and I print it all up just for that reason. Plus, the thing is when it comes to etymology, words are so easy to change, and we get confused, and what words used to mean, now they don't. And it's it always reminds me of what people used to say off the hook, and now they say off the chain, and nobody seems to remember the original term, and it's so weird. Little things like that. So, I'm looking up human. I'm going to start there. Bear with me. It's a big dictionary. Okay. Now what I have here is a Chambers 20th Century Dictionary, and it has here human. Alright. It means belonging or pertaining to or of the nature of man. Okay? The nature of man. Of mankind or mankind, having the qualities of a man or the limitations of man. And it means not, I don't know that word, sorry, I'm not going to go in there. Okay, so, humanize, it means to render human or humane, to soften, to impart human qualities to make like that which is human of mankind. So, basically, to be man, we need to be natural, like what we were originally made for. And I'm sorry, all this technology that disconnects us and separates us and turns us against each other is not human. People sitting in front of a TV for freaking 4 hours straight, not speaking to their person sitting next to them or the rest of their family, that's not human, okay? And our bodies respond to this. Our bodies respond so positively if you hug, if you touch, if you have love. If we need touch, we need communication. And most of society now is so blinded that they accept sitting in front of a computer with technical interaction, with technology used to give other people's hugs. You have virtual hugs, virtual kisses, My mom is really bad about this. She won't call and say happy birthday. You know what she does? She actually goes and puts it on Facebook. That's it. But I have issues there, so I'm not going to go in there. It's scary what people do. It's easier for them. They think that they don't seem to realize that the problems that are existing right now are because they don't interact. The depression that most people are over, that they can't get over, is because they don't talk to one another. They don't hug each other. They don't interact. They're not people anymore. We are a species that needs each other. We are a species that needs to learn just as a need. Seriously, we have the need to explore, to learn, to grow, to change. But what's happening now is they want you to believe that you can get, implants, and you can get little microchips, and now they even have these helmets that can help regulate soldiers thinking, and it's kind of crazy. And basically what these helmets do, it's kind of weird. They actually sit there and they tase them, basically mentally, send shocks and things when they think or do something the wrong way, so that it kind of, like lab rats, I'm not kidding. How is this being human? Sending everybody to war to kill people that are more like you than the people that sent you is not human, and it's so very, very scary. I wanted to read this one excerpt real quickly. It's really short. I was quite happy with the way they did this. I got a book the other day on Books of the Dead, the Manuals for Living and Dying, and it has several different older cultures included in this, and I just wanted to read the beginning of what it says because I think it states true, and I wish more people could come to this understanding. It says, one of the major tolls modern humanity has had to pay for the rapid technological development following the scientific and industrial revolutions is a progressive alienation from its biological nature and loss of connection with the spiritual source. Okay. During the period of rapid evolution, materialistic science and precipitous technological progress, three basic areas that link humans to nature, birth, sex, and death, were subjugated to deep psychological repression and denial. We all have, you've all heard of what Sigmund Freud, we all have problems with the sex, and what the birth canal is supposedly like a representation when people see the tunnel after death, and nobody wants to face death. They leave it in someone else's hands instead of coming to grips with reality and maybe making something of it that we could. So at the same time, the spiritual awareness that had provided a sense of meaningful belonging to the cosmos was replaced by atheism or superficial religious activities of decreasing vitality and relevance. And we really need to look at and see what we have for our current age and maybe relook at things. And I know that's very hard for people to do because their belief structure is set on these set of rules that have been governed by dogma. And they don't want to be wrong in their life. So they see that if someone else believes different, they have to be wrong just to make their life okay. And there's something seriously wrong with that. And all that does is disconnect you from the person that could help you, that you could learn from, that, who knows, could turn salt water to fresh water and provide water for all the desert and in the continents everywhere. It's you never know. People come from the most interesting places, and we are such strong beings that can overcome. And our minds are so powerful that we have the ability to basically manifest our own reality. Everything is a matter of perception. And when you come from a stance of love and understanding and not limit yourself with certain rules, then you can see things beyond science and concepts of history, anything, It's like my favorite statement, and I don't know who said this, but this is one thing that I always loved. It's nothing is impossible, just improbable. We may not have the technology quite yet, but we can learn. And I think if we look back to the past and the older cultures that actually had more technology and better ways of living than we do currently, it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see that. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. All right. Anyways, I lost my train of thought there. Like I said, I'm a little tired. Okay. At the beginning of last century, deep psychology, inspired by the studies of Freud, of course, initiated a sexual revolution that has greatly increased our understanding of instinctual life and radically transformed cultural attitudes and behavior. Interest in non-ordinary states of consciousness, triggered by psychedelic research, and widespread self-experimentation that, of course, happened in the 60s, has